Hey everybody, it's Jochen Heiden, and I'm back with the Hellsen versus Heiden campaign. This is War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. We're playing the stock scenario 2. I'm Japan, he's the Allies, and this is January 12th, 1942. Turn 37. So I am keeping an eye on things happening in Java right now, because that's where I feel like we have the highest risk of being hurt. Alright, so we got the Isokaze engaging. Look at this, a Dutch sub, the 019. This came all the way from the Dutch East Indies, all the way down to the Coral Sea, just to hunt my carriers. I guess it's a good thing that we're getting the heck out of Dodge when we are, right? Jeez. Okay, so we don't do any damage to that. Okay, looks like we're picking it up again. So, guys, he brought the 019 all the way down from the Dutch East Indies just to hunt our stuff. What do you think about that? That's intense. Okay, here we go. So I've got these World War I destroyers. I think they're Isokazes or maybe Kamikazes. I don't know what class they are, but they should make very short work of these guys. Look at that. So I just sent them in. They had full ammo. Kill these guys to clear the way for our other ships. So that went fine. Okay, no night bombing, and that makes sense because the moonlight is very low today. And there we go. 019 again. Man, what a pain in the butt that ship is. Awesome. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I-26 taking a shot at these destroyer minesweepers here. Looks like we survive it. That's off the coast of San Diego. Alright, here we go. Air operations. So there we go. We see PBYs are scouting our aircraft at Singapore. Okay, let's see what we get today. Alright, so these bombers are coming in to try to kill this unit, trying to jailbreak these Chinese troops out of Puchang. So we're disabling a lot, but we're not killing anything yet. So this unit is still alive. Alright. And these bombers, look at this. Between the bad weather and the terrain here, we're hardly hurting this unit. So this one is definitely going to get in and break these guys out. And I'm not going to be able to stop that. There's just no way. We're not going to inflict enough damage to do that. We can slow them down. We're not going to kill it. The other unit on the other side, we have a reasonable chance of killing that. This was a mistake. I don't know why these guys are flying here. I don't recall asking for that. Okay, back to the Philippines. Pretty decent raid. Got a supply hit. That's what I want. Okay, clear skies over Manila. That's really good. We got some more supply hits, and that's the most important kind of damage we can do to Hellsen in the Philippines right now is supply hits. See how little damage we're doing here? It's not even worth sending the bombers into this hex anymore. Maybe to just disrupt them a little bit, but not to kill it. We need to focus our energy here and contain the breakout to just these two hexes where my mouse is kind of going back and forth. Because I just don't see us being able to do much else to them. Okay, AM phase is in the books. Not too bad for us at all. What I'm expecting here at any moment is some sort of counterattack by the Dutch Air Force on Java. Like, where is it? Okay, so this is a good sign. I am attacking Palembang today. Our zeros go in and sweep and detect no no aircraft on cap. So our bomber should get some good hits today. Okay, look at that. Nice hit on Palembang. And these guys are just hitting this Dutch unit retreating down the road to slow them down. Okay, this time not so lucky. Flak does nail one of my sallies. What are we bombing at? Yeah, we're going to have to go up a bit. I don't think that's... We may need to go a little higher. I can't believe that. Not a single sortie by the Dutch Air Force today. Nothing. Where the heck are they? I can't believe he didn't even attempt to do anything to stop us. Okay, so that's us bombarding him. Just kind of getting the feel for what's in the hex. And that's him bombarding us, which I don't quite understand. Because this is burning up a lot of supply for him, and he doesn't got a lot of that to burn it up. I don't know why he's doing this every turn. Yeah, we're winning these exchanges. And that's it. Wow, this is a quiet turn for me. Oh, right, Fusan, size 8. That's good. I Chang, size 5. Okay, Fuson size 8 airfield is excellent. That is exactly what we need. I'm really shocked that Hellsen is doing nothing to stop us in Serbia area. Why would you not attack? I mean, whatever. If he wants to give us the whole map for free, I'll take it. But, like, come on, man. Fight. Fight. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. If he wants to let us move around the map with impunity, I'll take it all day. Fine with me. Okay, I got a question. Where did the Allies go? Where did he go? Where are the aircraft at? What is going on here? Okay, aircraft losses for this turn. 5 for us, 0 for him. Man, my aircraft losses are so bad. Sally, 2 Sallys, 1 Babs, 1 Betty, 1 0. I guess this is just cost of doing business, right? And he's not doing anything with his aircraft, so of course I'm going to be the one losing them. Of those 5 aircraft, it looks like we unfortunately had 3 killed pilots. We'll take a look at our wounded pilots. Alright, looks like we got Dohibara. Nope. We'll send Dohibara to the reserve. And looking at the reserve, it looks like Dohibara will come back to us. And he's a fighter pilot, but with Army fighter pilot. Okay. Army lost points for this turn. It looks like 2 for the Allies, 0 for us. There's very little activity on the ground. Ship sunk, last turn. 2 Dutch minesweepers. Nothing to write home about. 2 points. No strat bombing. We're kind of done with that for the time being, so you won't hear about this again for a while, I think. For the turn, we gained 24 points, which is shocking that we gained any at all with the activity that we had. Our win ratio went up to 2.088. And you may be wondering where these points came from. 2 points came from the ships. 2 points came from Army lost points. And we also had some bases get upgraded this turn. And that kind of drove some of that. All right. We will briefly talk about Combat Reporter because there's not much to talk about in there. Let's take a look at that. So at sea, we just had the sub attack here. We had this one, which I thought was kind of, a Dutch sub 019 basically we drove over it with Kido Butai. And yeah, he brought Dutch subs all the way down to the Tasman Sea to get us. In Banjuwangi, we sunk those 2 coastal mine sweepers. Ground attacks, very little. Puchang, he bombarded us and lost that. And we bombarded him. Air attacks were pretty minimal today. I do like this. Where's it at? Palembang. We did cause some damage to his airfield, which was going to help us here. Because I don't want him building any more forts than we have to right now. Turn that into a fortress, right? Sigint. Now, here's some stuff that I think we need to look at. Radio transmissions here in China. I believe that means that he is... Oh, look at that. More Chinese troops coming out of the woodwork here. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. We've got Chinese troops moving to cut rail lines here and here. So I think I've got some reserve forces in J-Hole that I can send over this way to deal with this. I don't know how strong this unit is, but my guess is it's probably pretty strong because it's been chilling out near Yan'an for a while. So we do need to watch this. We can get a unit here to keep that rail line open. And on top of that, our garrisons in this area aren't particularly strong. So we may want to reinforce this area up here. All of this is nuisance. Delhi. Okay. So this reinforces what I think he's doing. See that? We have aircraft at Delhi because I think that he's planning worst case scenario that if we were to invade India, this is where he wants to draw his line to defend. He's willing to give up all of this, but this is where he wants to defend at. A line between Bombay and Delhi. That's what I think that's telling us there. Tamworth, that's not really important. Penryn Island, and look at this. Penryn Island and 185.53. Penryn, look at this. We have some important SIGINT out here. Alright, let's take a look at what we're looking at here. Penryn Island and 185.53. That's somewhere in this area right here. Right there. I think this is convoy activity coming through here. We may want to start sending some subs out here to kind of see what we can find. I think this is the routing that he's taking, right? If you look at it, because I'm familiar with this, having played Allies before. He's probably sailing down this way, right, to about here. And from here is where he's going to start detouring. Anywhere in here, he's going to start going kind of down this way. And probably run the bottom of the map and come into New Zealand. So that might be the spot where he starts to pivot that way. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see here. Yeah, heavy radio volumes transmission. That could be anything. That could even be a carrier task force for all I know. I don't know. And radio transmissions in Taichung? That doesn't make any sense. Taichung is our base. Why would we have radio transmissions coming from our own base? Maybe these Chinese troops are conspiring against us somehow. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Okay, and quickly looking at the ops report. Intel, we had some big base expansions today, right? Aichang, size 5. Fusan, port 8. Let's look at what that is. I mean, we're done with Combat Reporter. Fusan, size 8 is a huge, huge thing for me. So now we can dock up to 128,000 tons of ships. That's the bulk of my fleet carrying resources out of China into home islands. So I can really run some heavy convoys here. And as you can see, we've got 100,000 supplies moving a day right now. So this is really good. And you can see that the draw of resources is continuing all the way down to Fusan. So I've trained this thing now to pull supply out of Fusan into these two bases here. So this is working out really good. And now it's at maximum port capacity. It's as big as we're going to be able to get it. You can go +3 over. So I think now what we might do is, since I've got so many engineers here, let's go ahead and build up the airfield too. You never know, it could be useful later on. Because I have no other use for these guys right now, because the bulk of these guys are needed as garrison. Right? All these divisions, they're needed for the garrison of basically the Kwangtung Manchukuo area. So I might as well use them to build stuff. Since we're talking about stuff on the top of the map, nothing going on in Northern Pacific that I can see. A lot of ships over here at looks like there's some shipping activity near Pearl, but I don't know what that signifies or what that means. And I don't think there's any CVEs there, because to my knowledge, the Allies don't have any CVEs in this part of the world in 1941, 42, this time of year. So I don't know what that is. We'll keep an eye on it. West Coast, dead as a doornail. We basically got all of our ships recovered from ADAC. We pull in a Toyohara next turn with these guys, and we can start using them for additional CS convoys. For now, we are busy unloading stuff into Wakanai, and I may need to find another base here because the port may not be big enough to support all of these guys unloading at the same time. So I may have to take the faster of these task forces and move them into Sapporo as well. But either way, I am finally flowing supply resources out of Toyohara into Sapporo, and from there going into home islands. So that's just working out good. I finally got this all resolved, and I'm feeling more comfortable operating my ships here. I mentioned the Chinese units infiltrating into northeastern China / Kwangtung Mongolia area. I've got reinforcements available in Jehol that I can send over here to deal with that. Okay, so my attack here did not happen at all, and that's fine because it looks like he moved into this hex here. And to be honest with you, I don't even care. But what that does do is it gives me the hex, and now I can move this division back onto the the Ankang Road and get it back into the fight. I no longer need it here doing anything, but actually what I think I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take this and move it here so we can close the hex site on this unit and just kill it. Or trap it here anyway. You know what? We'll just close the hex site and trap it here like he did to me and let it die. I don't want to kill it because it's not stopping my supply. And it's just another unit that he can't use elsewhere if it's stuck in this hex. So this unit will go under the road, and from there we'll continue up the Ankang Road. All right, our drive towards what's it called? Where are we going? Our drive towards Lanchow is continuing. These guys are well on their way. Next turn they'll be in this hex. We will defeat this unit here. And then in 3 turns, we're here. And we own everything. And that's it. There's no more fuel coming down south. Unfortunately, it looks like his unit did get into the hex here and broke it out. So next turn, we can expect to see Hellsen potentially moving his troops up this way and out of the hex. It is what it is. I couldn't stop it. He got a head start on me because I wasn't reconning this area. And the best thing I can do here is just let him go. Let him go wherever he wants to go. And we'll just deal with it. I don't really have any other alternatives here right now. Darn it. So the jailbreak is complete. Over here, I do have some good news. We finally are on this road here, and now we are proceeding into Lanchow. I really want this base. As you can see, we already got a little bit of a head start. It'll take us about 4 days to get into this hex. And then we will talk about next steps and how to neutralize it. But this might be a 2-pronged attack. I'm probably going to attack Nanning and Lanchow at the same time. Use these troops to get across. And from there, we will take these troops and continue to help support Lanchow. And now we have a southern offensive to go up this road towards Chungking from the south. To kind of shake things up a little bit for him. Okay? So far, looks like we're going to hold steady here at Tungu and wait for our supplies to catch up. We're going to keep building up this base in the meantime because we need to increase the supply draw through here. It's only at 250 a day. That's not enough. So we'll hold here because I don't want to activate Magway. I am not ready to defend that, and I don't want to lose that oil. Over here on Sabang, we need to actually stand these guys down because our aviation support left. We are co-located with these guys, and what we're going to do here is go into combat mode and go straight into deliberate attack. And what I'm going to do here is put these guys on defend because I don't want to kill my aviation support unit. I'll put these guys into reserve mode because we don't need them to add AV for this. This is clear terrain. It doesn't matter. The single infantry regiment here will easily overpower these Dutch troops, and what's going to happen is they will just retreat down here towards Lanchow. The SNLF unit will follow them, and we'll just hop, skip, and jump all the way down this road. Once I get into here, I can take these what are these things called? These Oscars, and transfer them to this base, and now we have moving cap. So we'll just kind of let these guys chill out here for a few days and recover some fatigue and increase some morale. And then when we're ready, we continue to Lanchow and finally to Medan. And from Medan, we can immediately start transferring fuel between here and Georgetown. Fuel and oil, which is going to be great to get some oil flowing to the refineries at Bangkok. And I feel comfortable that we can defend this base. It's too far from the north for him to do anything about. And Palembang, we're well on our way to neutralizing that airfield. So that by the time we're here, he won't have a suitable base to fly bombing missions on the Medan. So this will be our first base we capture with oil. Okay, Borneo, quiet for now. Philippines. We got a problem. We have a huge problem here. So it looks to me like Hellsen has moved forward out of Clark, and he is now in this base, which is Lingayen. I don't know what his goal is here, but he definitely moved out, and he's going to start. He may just start recapping bases, and to be perfectly honest with you, it's okay, because this is not a sustainable thing. There's no supply in these bases for him to catch, right? What it does do is it may cause me to have to shut down operations here at Tugugurao. So what I think I'm going to do is err on the side of caution and get these units and move them towards Apari and start evacuating them, because I don't think I want to stay here anymore. Yeah, I'll do this later. But basically, if he wants to start reconquesting the Philippines, fine, go ahead, because he still needs supply to do it, and he ain't getting any in here. So this is not going to be a big issue for me. He can go ahead and do this, and he can burn up his supply. He can take every base he wants as long as he doesn't take Manila, because, you know, that's the one that really matters. And this is just a distraction. So go ahead. You can have these bases back. But we are going to go ahead and probably shut down Tugugurao and move all that stuff into Manila anyway, because it's a better base and it's easier for me to manage. And we don't have to worry about these guys being isolated out here. So we're definitely going to do that. We'll get these guys relocated down to Manila, and we'll reinforce Manila, and that's where we'll stay until it's time to conclude this battle, whenever that is. Okay, so Dutch East Indies. Guys, look at this. Let me draw your attention to two places. Bandung, Surabaya. Last turn, there were over 100 aircraft in Surabaya. This turn, none. Now, I know I only have 6 out of 10 detection, but there's no way we wouldn't see these aircraft here anymore, okay? So they're gone. Now, let's look at Bandung. Last turn had almost 100 bombers in it. Now, nothing. 0 aircraft sighted. Where did they go? I have no idea, because Balikpapan cannot support these aircraft. Okay? Doesn't have an airfield big enough to really hold them, and there's no air support there for them. Batavia is an option. They could be there. But again, he doesn't have the aviation support there, and the field is too small for all those aircraft. So I don't think they're there. We'll recon that. Definitely not in Bandung. They're definitely not in Palembang, because we just hit that base and they're not indicated. So here's my theory. Hellsen has disbanded all of these units, and here's why. A lot of the Dutch units, when you disband them, they can reform in either 60 or 120 days at Heiden. And they come in with an unrestricted headquarters. Not all of the units, but a lot of them can. So what I think he's doing is he disbanded these guys rather than lose them in combat because he refuses to fight me. He disbanded them to reform them in Heiden, and then he's going to ship them into Karachi to use in India later on. That's my guess, because I can't have a good explanation as to where those aircraft went. If you guys think you know, by all means, please tell me. Where on the map did Hellsen move his aircraft from Surabaya and Bandung? Where did they go? There's not a lot of options left for him, so where did they go? I'm stumped. I don't know. Be that as it may, this is actually a good thing for us, because our invasion of Java can now go off whenever we're ready to. We can land anywhere. We can land here. We can land over here. We could land, I don't know, right here. Heck, I can land anywhere because he's not going to defend it. I don't get it, guys. I don't understand it. But I'll take it all day and twice on Sunday. All right. Let's take a look here at the Solomons. Looking good. Nothing really happening over here. We can take a look over here. Nothing's really happening here either. We'll just wait for this unit to die. South Pacific or Central Pacific looking fine. Although, again, we do have reports of some sort of activity over this way. Right? Something is over here. Some sort of shipping is in this region. And we also had a SIGINT hit here. So this could be task forces coming in to head towards Australia. I really don't know. Oops, wrong button. And then finally, let's take a look at Kido Butai. We are moving north. I am done down here. And we did what we needed to do, and there's no point in sticking around any further. Looks like his bombers are still in Brisbane, as far as we know. But that SIGINT could be inaccurate. It does appear that we have a single allied ship operating down here. I have no idea what it is. I do have 2 AMCs over here, but I don't know what this is. So if it's a destroyer, I don't want to go mess with it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to leave, because these guys were acting as a picket for Kido Butai in the south. They no longer have a need to be down here to do that. So I'm just going to get them out of here and save them for another day. I don't need them down here trying to shoot this up, whatever it is. It's not worth it. It could even be a trap. So we're leaving. We're out of here. This ship is spotted anyway by PBYs. This one is not. I want to move them out. So that's our turn, guys. What do you think? What do you think about Hellsen and his strategy? It is unequivocally 100% guaranteed that he has done the Sir Robin thing. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it means that you constantly run and hide and retreat, and you don't put up a fight until you're backed up against a wall. And I don't know where that wall is for him, but if I'm looking at the situation in Java correctly, this is unbelievable that he would move his aircraft out. Unless I'm missing something. What am I missing here, guys? Help me understand where these aircraft went. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't have a clue where they could have gone, but I will go ahead and take it, and we'll go with it. Why not? I do have something to tell you guys. Tune in next turn, because the next turn is going to be fun. I got a little something planned to kind of shake things up, and I think it's going to be a good time. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to have to do next turn. So please tune in when I get that video out, because I think you'll enjoy it. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me and my channel, for being here, watching these turns with Hellsen and I. I hope you're enjoying the campaign. I know it's been a little quiet because Hellsen refuses to fight, but in the meantime, we are putting on a heck of a class on how to make points as the Japanese. We're already past 2-1 on the 13th of January, and there's nothing stopping us. And every day that Hellsen doesn't stop us, and every day that he doesn't inflict more losses than he has, is a day that it's going to be that much harder for him to claw back. So I don't know if his strategy is the best one. I'd love to hear if you think it's great. I have an opinion, but I'd like to hear what you guys got to think. Catch you on the next one.